Hi, my name is Ricky, and I'm going to talk about and read from the book Looking for Alaska by John Green for Banned Books Week 2014. It was challenged in the Verona, New Jersey high school curriculum in 2013 because a parent found the sexual nature of the story inappropriate. Looking for Alaska is written by one of my favorite authors, John Green, who also wrote The Fault in Our Stars, two very insightful and beautiful books. I highly suggest you read them. And I think it's important to keep because this book talks about the beauty of being a juvenile and going through teenagerhood, and also talks about the afterlife in a very beautiful way that you never really think about. And for my portion of the book I'm going to read is the epilogue, and there is a little bit of a spoiler to it, so if you guys don't want to ruin the book, so I wouldn't watch this video, but otherwise, here we go. I thought at first that she was just dead, just darkness, just a body being eaten by bugs. I thought about her a lot like that, as something's meal. What was her, green eyes, half a smirk, the soft curves of her legs, would soon be nothing. Just the bones I never saw. I thought about the slow process of becoming bone, and then fossil, and then coal that will, in millions of years, be mined by humans of the future, and how they will heat their homes with her, and then she'll be smoke billowing out of a smokestack, coating the atmosphere. I still sometimes think that maybe the afterlife is just something we made up to ease the pain of loss, to make our time in the labyrinth bearable. Maybe she was just matter, and matter gets recycled, but ultimately I do not believe that she was only matter. The rest of her must be recycled too. I believe now that we are greater than the sum of our parts. If you take Alaska's genetic code and you add her life experiences and the relationship she had with people, and then you take the size and shape of her body, you do not get her. There is something else entirely. There is a part of her greater than the sum of her knowable parts, and that part has to go somewhere because it cannot be destroyed. Although no one will ever accuse me of being much of a science student, one thing I learned from science classes is that energy is never created and never destroyed. And if Alaska took her own life, that is the hope I wish I could have given her. Forgetting her mother, failing her mother, and her friends and herself. Those are awful things. But she did not need to fold into herself and self-destruct. Those awful things are survivable because we are as indestructible as we believe ourselves to be. When adults say teenagers think that they are invincible with that sly, stupid smile on their faces, they don't know how right they are. We need never be hopeless because we can never be irreparably broken. We think that we are invincible because we are. We cannot be born and we cannot die. Like all energy, we can only change shapes and sizes and manifestations. They forget that when they get old, they get scared of losing and failing, but that part of us greater than the sum of our parts cannot begin and cannot end, and so it cannot fail. So I know she forgives me just as I forgive her. Thomas Edison's last words were, it's very beautiful over there. I don't know where there is, but I believe it's somewhere, and I hope it's beautiful.